Now, the continued struggle by the inhabitants of the Bangwom community in the Lambusia district of the Upper West region to access a telecommunication network remains unsuccessful, as several appeals to various stakeholders to establish telephone services have yielded no positive results. The residents of the community say the lack of a telecommunication network in the area is gravely hindering their socio-economic development, as they are deprived of the digital space and must continue walking several kilometers before they can access telephone services. ChannelOne News' Latif Mahama visited the Bangwom community and has the following report.
Bangwom is a border community in the extreme north of the Lambusia district, sharing Ghana's territorial boundaries with Burkina Faso. The area is noted for agricultural production and serves as a safe haven for migrants from Burkina Faso, especially during insurgent attacks in the troubled West African country. With a population of about 1,500, the Bangwom community has no telephone service, thereby isolating the area from the rest of the country. The residents say they must travel several kilometers before they can access telephone network to call the security forces whenever there is an influx of migrants from Burkina Faso due to insurgent activities in that country. The chief of Bangwom, Yibina Sumino, highlighted the concerns of the village and lamented that the inhabitants live in constant fear.
We are surrounded by hills, and we are, the border is very, very porous. We are also about 2.5 kilometers from the main border, and everyone they pass in. We've had situations where people left the Boko Haram alarm below they ran to this place. And to get police and then the army informed, it was very difficult because there was no network. So I'm appealing to maybe MTN, we appeal to them, Vodafone, and we still haven't seen any improvement yet. Nothing, and it's still like that. And without telecommunication, security becomes a bit of a problem because you can't even ask for any help. So if we could get, the communication center, even if it is not a full site and it is just a micro site cell, we should be able to solve our problem.
One afternoon, around this time, we saw women and children running helter-skelter from that direction coming. So we asked, what is the problem? That their parents told them to run to this community because the Boko Haram terrorists were coming to the community. So we ran to the assemblyman who is not staying here. We called him and then we told him. And then in the call, we have to run to the mountaintop to access network and call him. Then we went to the chief. The chief has to pick a car and go to Hamele just to effect a call to Lambusia, that's the district capital, to inform them of what is happening here. So sometimes when things like this are happening, how to even get the security to come to our aid is a problem because we don't have correct mobile network.
Access to free compulsory education is enshrined in the 1992 Constitution. However, this right is impeded in the Bangwom community because teachers use the unavailability of telephone network service as a reason to refuse postings to the area, and the few who accept postings to the village find it difficult to teach subjects like ICT.
In fact, you're having a lot of problems here because of the network. Sometimes you need to access internet, but due to the network, unless we the teachers, we struggle. Sometimes we have to go and stand somewhere and we struggle. Sometimes you have to move the people over there to use their phone, but to use the laptop and other things because network. In fact, we are really face a lot of challenge here, and it's a headache. I will appeal to anyone who matter, or the NGO, the government, to at least they can come and construct even the network pole here for us so that it can make the teaching and learning easy for us.
A midwife managing the Bangwom Chiefs compound narrates how the absence of telephone service is negatively impacting healthcare delivery in the community.
When I'm to refer to the other facilities, I need to get in contact with other colleagues to make sure everything is set before I transfer. I refer the cases to the facility, but because of network challenges, you cannot do that. You need to go around, move around before you can get even one bar to talk to get the people. And sometimes too, when let's say there is any activity we are to do for the office or any other personnel. In terms of transferring data, when they are calling, no, they will not get us.
The assemblyman for the Bangwom electoral area sheds more light on the challenges confronting the area.
When a woman wants to deliver and there's the need for an ambulance to come in and then pick the woman in labor to a nearby hospital, how to reach the ambulance is very difficult. And even when you also move to the field of security like this, sometimes ago we have issues like Boko Haram and other terrorist attacks, and people were running in here in our community, and there was a need for us to contact the police. And it was very difficult because already the place is alarming, and where you even hide and then make a call is a problem.
The district chief executive for Lambuse shares the concerns of the Bangwom electoral area, but declined to speak on camera. However, he assured that plans are underway to ensure the issue is addressed.
The lack of telecommunication network is negatively impacting the inhabitants of the Bangwom community here in the Lambuse district of the Upper West region. Whereas nurses say the issue is negatively impacting healthcare delivery, teachers say they are unable to teach subjects such as ICT. For ChannelOne News, my name is Latif Mahama, Bangwom.